What up YouTube, Topaz Jace here, and I got a pretty good show lined up for you today, man. First we're going to jump into the news, then we're going to review this Future and Drake project, man. Then we're going to jump into an article from DownloadPaz.com. But before then, listen to a brief instrumental from underground producer TBK Beats. So the Billboard chart dropped, man, in which some pretty solid numbers came in, like 13.4 thousand units were sold for J-Rock, and then T.I. sold about 12.7 thousand, man. And you know, for independents, because yes, TDE is a straight up independent minus Kendrick, who got a side deal with Interscope and shit, but yet these are just independent numbers. They did rather fucking well with it. But anyway, on to today's review, man, and it's that Drake and Future, what a time to be alive, man. And you know what? People should have seen this shit coming. I mean, these guys have collaborated together, they went on tour together. Like, the natural evolution is, let's go ahead, piece together this album and such. And you know, quite honestly, there's a lot of similarities in the music in which they do create. Even though Future is more on the trap, super gangster side of it, he still does do a lot of female-friendly type tracks and such, in which you can see that in the collaborations. That's what they kind of do best, with that Diamond Dancing and Paper Bag. And then my favorite tracks from both of these guys, man, which just so happens to be my favorite tracks off of this project together, is the fact that they have some super high energy tracks, making that Big Rings and that Live from the Gutter, man, solidly the best tracks off of this joint. Now the thing about this project though that kind of gets to me is the fact that when you merge two types of sounds and shit together, because even though they got similarities, they're not doing the same exact fucking music. And you know, when you bring together two artists like this, either one of two things happen. Either one of these artists is going to dominate the sound, or it's going to be just an equal part merge and shit, in which the type of sound that dominated the music was shockingly Future's side, which not the multi-platinum selling Drake side and shit. It's more of the what's hot right now Future sound. And I ain't even knocking it though, because quite honestly, financially speaking, this shit is going to do numbers. I can all but guarantee that shit. And quite honestly, man, it's not a bad album, but I do believe these guys need more time together to work on their chemistry to drop the type of project that we all think that they can make, because this isn't that. It's got some alright joints on it, but overall a 6 out of 10. But anyway, on to today's article from DownloadPaz.com, and today's article is about restarting the grind, man, because here's the thing. A lot of rappers and shit, they get frustrated with trying to become a musician, man, to the point that they quit. But then down the road later, they feel as though, oh shit, I can come back. Music is so fucking shitty right now, man. I'm pretty damn good. I should make it with what I have now. When that's not how this shit works. Because the game continues to progress even when you fucking stop. So in essence, you're going back to the fucking beginning. You're not picking up where you left off. And that's why a lot of these dudes that quit and try to come back, they never sound the same. In fact, they sound a lot fucking worse than what they actually were. It is a lot better for you to endure the struggle and shit in order for you to reach success than to stop and try to restart the fucking grind, because you'll pretty much be restarting back at the beginning. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpaz.com, that's down there, to read today's article.